look at my channel, make sure everything good. Pop up, chat. Alright, there we go. If y'all can hear me, if there's any errors or something, just let me know. We'll pay attention to the comments. I'm gonna try and make something. I don't even know what I'm gonna make. Excuse me. Cool. Look like everything is set when it comes to that. So let me go ahead and get started. Put this up on full screen. Just so y'all know, I'm monitoring myself off of this computer, using this to make beats. So we're gonna see how this goes. I don't even know what I'm making, but I'm gonna make something. Just kinda in the way a little bit. Am I pushing my stuff back? Yeah. That was kinda keeping it up. Let me go like this. There we go. It's alright, but it's in the way. What's up to the people that's in here? This is in the way. I need to move this over some. Hey, I appreciate you tuning in, Nathan Cruz. Appreciate it. Method for exporting. The normal export audio hasn't been working much. I just go to file, export, and then export it to waves, and from there I just drop it in Logic and mix it. Hopefully that was a good enough answer. Something to inspire. It's crazy running all this off of 2 computers. Hopefully y'all enjoy this stuff. Like I said, it's different from just me uploading beat making videos. This is time for y'all to talk to me, all that stuff. It's crazy, I don't be having no views on my video game live streams. I be having people come in for a minute. That'd be it. They only export it. Export scene by scene because it might be on loop. You have to go to where the settings are and then drop it down. It should say range or something. Let me see real quick. And then it says scenes, and then you can have it on selected or all. I thought it said loop, but maybe because I don't have my scenes on here yet. But hopefully that helps. Hopefully. Appreciate that, Hush Crew. Thanks for watching. Make a difference. You can mix in Maschine. I just like to use Logic for mixing, but you can use whatever you're comfortable with. Some people use Pro Tools. And this is an arpeggiated pad that I'm using. Shout out to everybody that's checking in. What's up, Cecilia? I appreciate you checking it out. I appreciate it, man. Trying to make some fire. Trying to. Up though. Just started off slow. Contact library views that standalone VSTs. If they have VST versions, majority of the time you just gotta get the free version of Contact if you don't own it yet. If they work with Contact Player. Oh yeah, I used to live stream all the time. I used to do this every day. Like probably about a year ago, I used to do this every day, but it wasn't as quality and whatnot. And yes, I do have Nexus. Set it up actually. Appreciate that. It's getting litty. Appreciate that. Omnisphere probably has more things you can do to the sounds. Like you can tweak sounds that come in Omnisphere like a lot. Like I'll pull this one sound up that I'm doing. I don't want to mess it up, but like it already had effects on it. Then they have like the orb thing that I use every now and then. Let me turn it on. Appreciate that's really better than me just making the videos and throwing them up. So I'll probably do, like I said, one of these every few days or however many I can, so that way I'm not always just making videos. Like, I like to engage with everybody, sit down and talk, all that stuff. So I'm gonna do all that type of things. I gotta check out the email. My emails be flooded. I'm gonna get me an assistant or something to help with all that eventually. No, I don't record in Maschine. Like, I don't really record at all. I mean, I played around with stuff and I did it in Logic. But I mix the vocals in Logic, but I'm not really good at vocal mixing yet, because I don't really take the time to do it, because I be so into the sounds and stuff. Man, I like these live streams way better than the old ones. Like, the quality is way better. Drop the song with me rapping, I wouldn't even say it was me. I wouldn't even tell nobody who rapped on it. Yeah, you should upgrade to MK3. It's a huge difference. Trying to figure out why this bass sound like that. No, arpeggiated pads are just the pads. It's a preset of pads inside of Omnisphere. They have an arpeggiated section where the sounds are already arpeggiated. I mean, you can make pads and stuff arpeggiated on your own, but it's just, you know, like I said, it's just really, it was already set up and I played around with it some more. Like, it didn't sound like that originally. And I got some other effects on it, like halftime. Like, if I turn this up, that's really how it sounded. But once I wanted to show somebody the differences with Omnisphere and Nexus, I decided to just throw this on there, and it just went like that. I appreciate that, EDG Productions. So I just went up there and threw that on there, and it should sound. Oh, when I turned it off, it messed up where I had it. I like it more so on this side. Except that make it noise. So with my bass and the arpeggiator going, it's making that clipping go. But I mean, I'm not somebody, I don't care about clipping when I'm making beats, as long as it's not freezing or nothing like that. I don't care about clipping. Handle all that when I'm mixing. Like right now it's clipping. And then I have another effect on it. I have halftime on it. put an album out, and I got streams, and I got some people who purchased it, but you know, I have an audience already who, when I put something out, they jump on it. Now, I'm not saying I got like a huge audience, like thousands of people that just jump on it, but I know I have a nice amount of people who support me. So if you work with a group and everybody pull together their people, and then it's just over time keep pushing it. Some people put stuff out and only like promote it once or twice, and then that's it. You have to keep promoting and keep it going in people's faces. And I mean, if it sounds good, do some ads with it or something on Instagram or on YouTube, and then get people to, you know, catch up on it, go to your page and check it out. Let's see. Just got done making a beat in FL on your phone. I started to open up FL today, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna stick with Maschine. And then hop on Fortnite. I'm gonna be on Fortnite tonight. Like, I'm only doing this live stream. My thing is, I want to do live streams for probably about an hour, hour and a half max. So that way I'm not overdoing it. 'Cause it was times where I was doing live streams for 2 or 3 hours before, and I'm not trying to, you know, take up that much time. I'm trying to do other things, like I said, grow the channel. But I will be on Fortnite again tonight after I do this. So I just got to transfer everything back over because this is my streaming computer. So I'm going to have to move my computer back over and unplug everything and, you know, redo everything. But it's all good. Yeah, put little samples out and say, check out. Exactly, and no problem. But that's what I'm about to do. Like, even though my album's been out for probably about, has it been a week? Came out Friday, so almost a week. I'm gonna be putting out snippets and everything, and just here's this, here, that, until I put the next one out. Cause I already got the next one, another one planned. So I've been making beats with Maschine for a little under a year, and I would like to put verses in with them. Should I get another software to do this, or what do you suggest? Yeah, I say get a like Logic. If you use Apple, I mean FL Studio, you can record into Pro Tools, stuff like that. They don't really have it set up for, and at least on my end, where you can record in. And I use Xbox. I don't mix in Maschine, except for the little stuff I do, like turning sounds down and stuff. What do I do? What was I about to say? I just make the beats all in Maschine, and then I export it to Logic, and then I mix it, and might add effects and all that from there. You a beast at Fortnite? I'll be on there. Like I said, I'll be on there tonight. For real, for real. My gamer tag is DDS825DOTCOM. It's DDS825.com. Just the dot is actually spelled out. Type it in real quick. I'm using Elgato to stream. My mic doesn't work in the stream. Which mic? Like I'm using a mic on my camera right now, believe it or not. I tried to use this mic in these live streams, but the sound was only coming out of one side, so I was like, I'm not going to use that no more. What's the best song? I don't mix in Maschine, but I mean, I have the waves bundle and all that. I just prefer the mixing layout of Logic and whatnot. So I'm not really sure. Adding effects, anything, man. There's tons of things out there, really. use your audio interface? I use my audio interface for recording my first beat making live stream video I did with this new setup, and that should work. In the software, you have to turn on commentary and then pick where it's coming from, and that should work. I didn't think my Elgato was gonna work. Every time I plugged it in, it kept saying my computer didn't have 4 physical CPUs, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means. So I was mad. I'm like, I just spent $200 on this thing, and now I got to take it back. But I kept messing with it. Once I kept messing with it, it was like it just started working. So I'm like, okay, man, forget all that stuff they talking about. It's working. All right, you added me on Xbox. I'm gonna be on there, like I said, in about an hour. I'm doing live streams on there. Trying to build my audience up for that, because when I do those live streams, I literally only have like one person in there, if that, 1 or 2 people. But I mean, like, I built my channel up off of music, so I understand that. How do you find Omnisphere Library on Mac? You have to go to where you installed it, and then you should be able to pull it up. Let me see. It doesn't work, I swear, bro. I tried. Commentary was on and everything. Was the volume up on the microphone you used? Do you have analog? No, that shouldn't make a difference. Alright, Tyler, we gonna get on. I'm gonna be on there. Like I said, I'm gonna be on there in about, when I'm done with this, on the next 30 minutes or so. I'm gonna be on there. I watched the other day. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I only have a few people in there. Like, even with these live streams, like, this reminds me when I first started. I used to have, I had more people than when I first started, but when I first started doing these live streams last year, I was only having like 2 people in there, and then when I stopped, I probably was having 20 people, 25 people in there at a time, and I just stopped doing it, got tired of it. Something different. To be honest, I could play a little something, but it ain't nothing too crazy. Like, it's just really just playing what sound good. I don't know what that problem would be though, like with the thing, because my thing usually works. What's up, JK Beats? When you turn on commentary, like, I capture the audio from I was using this internal mic, but I literally have to be talking like this for you to hear me. Like, I have to be that close, and I'm watching the big TV. I'm not watching it on here, so I have to I have a webcam that I originally went to do this with, and it was a trash webcam. I ain't gonna say it was a trash webcam, but the quality wasn't nowhere near what it is now. So back then, what I decided to do was just use that to get my voice out of it, so that way I don't have to be talking loud and all that, and it worked fine. Could use Ableton to mix exported tracks from Maschine? I believe so. You just have to export them in the waves. I haven't used Ableton, so I'm not 100% sure, but I believe so. I don't see why not. Let me go ahead and arrange this real quick. Then, yes, this beat is done. It's something simple. Ain't nothing too crazy. Let me see. Did I mess that up? Probably did. Alright, save it. Haven't saved it yet. Yeah, I say keep playing around with it. You'll get it. Just keep on playing around with it. It'll work. No, I haven't tried Reason. I used Reason back in like 2012, and I haven't been back to it since. I appreciate that, JK Beats. I appreciate the support. I'm glad I could help. You on Xbox? Yeah, man. Add me on there. I'll be on there, like I said, tonight. Simple but fire. Those be the ones sometimes. Now, if I had the jam up here, I'll be able to arrange so much faster. But it's down here, and because I've been using this more. So let me go ahead and do this. Hey man, whenever you see me on, if I'm on Fortnite, just hit me, just send me a message, and I'll invite you and all that fun stuff. Should be done. Let me go over it just to make sure it's done. This to the beat. It's Fortnite. That good, man. Fortnite is free, and it's the best game I've played in a long time because you play on the same maps over and over and over again, and it's like it don't even feel like it's just one big map, and you just run around in this a free for all. Basically, you get to build and all that. Man, when I first tried Fortnite, I hated it. Before, like, I was like confused at first. I'm like, what is this? And then I never went back to it. And one day I was just sitting. I don't know if somebody talked about it on YouTube or if I just happened to stumble across it one day and just was like, let me play this again. And once I played it that time, I fell in love with it ever since. And I might bring the jam out next week. It's literally right here. Like, it's right here. So I might pull it back out. It's just in this current setup I have, I don't have the room to have all of this up at once. Like, I'm literally working in like a smaller space. So it's like I could set it right here, but then I had to, like, if I set my complete control over here, I had to move it all the time, and I don't feel like doing that. Yeah, Fortnite is free for the Battle Royale. What's up, High Flown? I ain't seen you in a minute, but it's free, man. On Xbox, at least. It's free, and it's like the best game I played in a long time. Check something real quick. Yeah, keyscape is good. My favorite keys. Itself, it ain't. Dang, I messed up. Oh, that's alright. I love that game. I can't wait for the next season to start so I can start all over again. What type of piano do I have? You talking about this right here? A complete control keyboard? How would you go about selling this beat? Like, do you have to sign up for ASCAP before you do as a writer before uploading? No. The way I sell my beats are usually in person or, you know, through BeatStars and all that. I register the songs when someone makes a song with it. Usually if they're serious about putting it out there, they'll register it. And then when they register it, I will then, you know, they should put it in, I should automatically get it dropped in my works catalog if they register with me. But outside of that, no, you just do what you do. Like, if I had to register every single beat I made, that would be too much work. Especially when I'm not posting them up. Does your contact run buggy? Sound crazy like choppy. Mine used to do that when before I upgraded my Mac Mini, but yeah, I don't experience that much anymore. What's up, Define Music? Do you got any music coming with any local Detroit artists? I have some songs with, who do I want to say? I mean, I have songs with artists from, they're not necessarily specifically from Detroit, but just Michigan as a whole. I have songs with a few different artists spread here and there, here and there, here and there. And then from there, whenever they put the songs out, I'll do it. But I'm going to start doing something different where I'm going to be dropping songs all the time. Like, I got a song that came out yesterday or 2 days ago from my homeboy Fee. He has a studio out in Southfield, which is in Michigan for y'all that don't know. And he has a song with Say It Ain't Tone that dropped. And excuse me, I have songs with people that just ain't never came out. So yeah, but like I said, I'm eventually gonna start just dropping my own stuff for real, for real. And I'm gonna talk about that more when I actually do it, so that way you guys can see like, oh, this works this way, this works that way. I'm registered with BMI. That's how I got 2 BMI awards. Shout out to them. I gotta get some more songs going so that way I can get some more awards. I'm excited about seeing Black Panther tomorrow. I should do a live stream after the movie, just talking about Black Panther. But I don't think many people will see it by then. Omnisphere is definitely worth it. Like, I can show you something real quick. Like, Omnisphere has all these sounds. Like, this little window right here, this is all Omnisphere presets. And you could layer all this stuff together and everything. I'm looking into getting more sound placements, more television and film placement, sync licensing, stuff like that. I definitely want to get into that, but I haven't submitted to any libraries straight up yet. Any of your beats come out on the radio? Yeah, I had stuff on the radio plenty of times, honestly. Dej Loaf tried me. A lot of the songs I did with her were on the radio. You know, all the remixes to that. Me, You, and Hennessy with her and Lil Wayne. That was another single she had. From there, outside of her, I've had songs with local artists that was played on the radio around here. Man, I can't wait to see Black Panther tomorrow. My favorite NI expansion, probably Street Swarm. That's probably gotta be my favorite. You can barely hear me. Is anybody else having any problems with the audio? Let me know, please, if y'all having problems with the audio. Let me check up here and make sure there ain't nothing on my end. I could turn this up a little bit more, actually, but I don't want to be blasting in y'all ear. Like right now, I'm probably louder than I was. But, like I said, I just don't want to be blasting in everybody's ear. How about I go back to full screen? I'll leave it like that. The one thing about not knowing how to play, I be forgetting what I played. What's up, BK Banger? Man, I appreciate that. That's one of my favorite beats, Butterflies. A lot of people don't even know that song. I'm glad somebody brought it up. That's my favorite beat, really. Like, I don't even know what I was on when I made that beat. I was thinking about some whole other stuff when I did that. It's about to sound crazy. Just add one of my pre-made drums to it. I messed up. on this yet, but I mean, it's possible. Anybody can get on a tweet. This was called. Like, I had to hear this again, so that way I know what to label it. I should get him in the morning, man. We from the same place. This real quick. Just delete this because there's so many sounds. Start this like. Mad my animation didn't come up either. I got a whole animation for that and I'm trying to figure out why it didn't come up. I appreciate that, Nathan Cruz, for real, like, I really appreciate that, man. Like, for real, I sincerely appreciate that. I gotta take note of that. I gotta do something. Oh, it just popped up right there. I wonder what it did though. I had an animation to go with it. Man, I just messed up. I really wonder what it is though. I'm gonna have to save it. That's crazy, man. I appreciate that, for real, for real. That made my night, for real. I only had, outside of you, I only had one other person ever send me a super chat. And they would send me a super chat just because I answered their questions, man. And man, I really appreciate that, man. Cause this is like, to me, I'm just really just up here chilling and like just showing y'all, man. You playing, man. Is it really? That's crazy. But it can't be him because he ain't here. But I appreciate that, Nathan. I appreciate that, man, for real. I'm really grateful about that. I'm gonna have to talk about that on one of my videos, for real. I don't even know what to call this beat now. As a matter of fact, since you donated, what should I name this beat? I'm gonna let you name this beat. That shooting though, that was crazy, man. It's crazy how all that stuff. It's crazy how that stuff is happening like frequently now, man. It's crazy, for real. That's why you gotta cherish the time, cause you never know with anybody. You know, like I got a kid, he go to daycare and stuff, well preschool I should say, but it's like, you know, him coming up and this stuff is happening more and more and more now. It's kind of like something that I've been thinking about. Like I got a little sister that's in middle school, so it's just like, man. We just gotta find somebody to get this beat on. See, I feel like if I start doing these live streams consistently, like I did them before, the audience will grow, and then it'll be like it was before. It's like a community thing. Like people will, I don't know why I keep looking at this. Like people will come in and be talking to each other in the live streams, passing out information, all that. Just crazy, man. Like I'm trying to get it back to that level because the quality is up much higher, and you know, you guys, like I learned about the new VSTs from all y'all, like BK Banger. All y'all was telling me about the new stuff when it was coming out, and I was like, yeah, let me jump on that, But man, I'm grateful Nathan donated to the live stream. That's my first donation in like a year, and this is the new setup, new quality. So I'm definitely gonna continue doing this, and as we continue to grow, man, I'm gonna have to do something for everybody that supports me, because I always remember people's names, people that's been in here and showing the support, and I always remember names and everything. So I gotta figure something out. Like one day, my plan is to eventually one day find something that's going on somewhere and be able to go there, get a studio session, and have everybody from the YouTube community come through that supports, and we all just sit down, chill, listen to music, talk, whatever, you know, like just chill. Everybody get to know each other. But yeah, BK Banker, man, that's crazy, man. It's a crazy world, bro. And I remember y'all used to be in here chatting. People used to be arguing with each other and everything. It was crazy. You used to be on the stream for hours, man, hours. That's like, I missed that for real. Like, it's a whole different thing. Like when I sit up here and just make beats and be putting the videos up, it's like, okay, that's cool, but it's just a whole nother experience to be able to just sit back and talk and just kick it, get to know everybody. Yeah, figure out what to say, what to call this. Grateful though. I wish my Streamlabs thing would have went in there. When somebody donates, I have it set up where it's a picture of Diddy and he like taking some money. He just like, for real. Let me save this real quick. Export it. 143 BPM. What's that? It's an hour on the stream. I might make another beat or attempt to make another beat real quick before I get off. it was an argument in here, but it was funny. But it was about music and different types of music. Man, for real, that's what it is, man. Like I remember one dude was in here trying to get everybody to use his drums or something like that. All type of stuff, man. And then the thing is now with the way I'm doing everything, you keep track, like the comments come up on the videos, everything, so that way, because before if somebody watched the live stream, they would not know what's going on. They wouldn't see the comments or nothing. So now that I figured out Streamlabs and all that, the comments go up on the side. So if, I'm not sure if there's really a lag, but if there's a lag, I can just go and just talk, and like they'll see like, oh, it's popping up right there, popping up right there, popping up right there. Man, been lacking, but I'm working on get back. Man, I'm trying to get back on my stream game. Like I enjoy. Another reason why I want to stop the stream before 12 though is because I got a video of like the beat videos come out at midnight, so I don't want to overlap that where people don't check out that because I'm doing this. Because the one I dropped last night barely got any views. Like the other ones, like they usually hit 200 or so the first day. I think the one last night didn't even do 100, and I think that was probably because I was either doing this stream, doing the game stream. So I might not do a game stream tonight because I don't want to overlap. So maybe I'll do game streams during the day, beat streams at night, drop a beat. I don't know, I'll figure it out at some point. But with all this invested, it's like I gotta keep doing something though, because this Elgato thing was $200, and I tried to do the free stream and stuff, and it just wasn't working. So I don't even know, y'all might remember when I tried to do the live streams with my DSLR camera before, and it was like all choppy, like I'd be moving like, and then I'll be over there, the back over here, just trying different stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. Say on the real, I listened to you since Try Me. That who I am is some real tempo. Man, I want to remake that beat so bad. I don't know. I don't even remember how I made that beat. Who am I, man? But I appreciate the support. That was some years ago, man. I'm ready for the next big thing. So I'm looking to find me an artist to really get behind and push. You know, like the song I have with the young lady that I posted, was that last week or so. Like I look forward to doing more work with her, and I want to get in the studio with artists and actually be like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your ideas? I don't want it to be like I can make beats, like I can literally sit here and just do this all day long. So it's just at some point I want to be able to sit down and just be like, okay, let's go ahead and do this, let's do that. All right, you want to do this, let's get your project out. Oh, I know how to drop a project on iTunes. Here's how you register with this, here's how you do that. Well, I don't know how to do that, but I know somebody who can do it, and we just figure stuff out like that and just keep it going. Because right now, the way I think, that's the way everything goes. I don't know why I keep looking at this, because I'm looking at myself. So it's like I just be sitting there like that. You've been waiting to hear my beats on the radio. Man, you haven't heard any of my stuff on the radio? Man, well, I guess those songs are older. I'm trying to get some new stuff on the radio. But even if it don't come on the radio, I take matters into my own hands. Like I said, with me doing a instrumental album like I was going to do every few months or every month, it was really just me taking matters into my own hands, doing what I wanted to do with my music. Because if y'all knew how many beats I had tied up, whether it's me sending it to this person, that person, this person, that person, this person, manager, this, that, I had so many beats tied up that it's just sitting, and it's like, yo, there ain't nothing coming from it. I could do something with the beats, but it's like, but then I don't want to be like, oh, I gave this person that beat and they didn't tell me whether they used it or not. So yeah, man, I gotta keep doing that, man. I came a long way since 1K. I remember them days. I was happy. I remember I was dropping videos and only getting 10 views a day, if that, and I was happy, like, oh, I got 10 views, and it just was consistent. I know I stopped doing YouTube for a while, but you know, since I've been consistent, it's been nothing but growth, and a lot has came from me doing this YouTube. Like, I get to the point now where people know me from YouTube instead of the Dej Loaf placements or any of that. It's always, oh, I seen you on YouTube, I see your Maschine videos, I see this, I see that, and I'm like, yeah, that's why I focus on this. How you hack the settings for Elgato? What do you mean, how did I hack it? I'll tell you what I did, but I gotta know specifically what you're talking about. Like, are you talking about for me to use my DSLR? Are you talking about me to use the microphone or what? Yeah, I could. Let me see. Yeah, I could tell you really brought in your creative self. That stuff is. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, and I'm just trying. I'm trying to just. I look at the big people that's on YouTube. Like, my goal with YouTube was just to get my music out there, a different way to get people to know me, get to know different people, all that stuff. And I look at the bigger YouTubers in their life, like they have their niche, I should say. But at the same time, they had other things that they did outside of that, whether it was vlogging or things of that nature. And to me, I would vlog more, but my life don't be that interesting. Like, I literally be in here working, playing the game, going to the movies. I can go see Black Panther tomorrow. And the idea I had was, I thought about, I got to ask for permission to do this, but I was going to, actually, I probably don't have to ask for permission. I was going to take my computer and camera to the movies tomorrow, after the movie was over, and just sit out there and just talk to people and be like, what did you think about the movie, and live stream it. I thought about doing that, for real. But I don't know. That's just an idea I have, because it's like, I'm passionate about movies, video games, music, food. Like, I wanted to do a cooking show at one point, so I might do that. I remember the lights and stuff. Your setup was all different. Yeah, man. I came a long way. Like, I remember I was recording on my phone. Like, that's why I tell people now, like, I had a pay-as-you-go phone at that time. Like, I broke the phone I had under contract, and they wanted like $300 for me to get a new one. So I went to Target, and I paid like $70 for a pay-as-you-go phone. Took the SIM card out, and I was using that to get started with the little beat stuff on YouTube. But man, it's an investment. Like, all of this stuff is an investment. It takes time, it takes money, and everything. Let me see real quick. Computer cooker with the camera and the mic. Well, what happened was, you know, Elgato says it's a game capture device. I mean, essentially it is. The software is geared more towards live streaming games and all of that. Like, you have Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Ustream, and I think you can type in another website where you can go ahead and put your own stuff in. So I thought about it. I was like, all it is an HDMI going into the actual capture device. When I plug in my Xbox, I plug the HDMI into there, into the Elgato, and plug it into the TV. So therefore, it's really just HDMI cord. So anything that takes HDMI, if I would never do this, but it's like I could plug in the AT&T cable box into the Elgato and be like, oh, you want to watch HBO for free? Come to my channel. I got HBO for free on my channel. And everybody just sit there and watch HBO or something like that. When Power come back, I watch Power Live on my channel for free. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I wouldn't do that, but I'm just giving you that example. So from there, I took the headphone, not the headphone, the aux cord from my Beats, and then I plugged them into the camera, and then plugged that into the Elgato. So now it's getting the audio, because before I was trying to go over the top and just use my actual microphone, but with Elgato's software, I wasn't able to change how it can just record in mono. It was only coming out of that one side. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just do it that way. And then plus, when I was doing it like that, and then trying to make beats, and then streaming off of this computer, that's why I had this one. It was just so much work on the computer that I'll have two VSTs open, and then it starts acting, freaking out, because it's doing too much. It's recording a video, it's live streaming a video, me making beats, and then Firefox and stuff is open in the background. So it's crazy. I play with my subs. Check out my channel. I'll check out your channel. Let me go ahead and screenshot it real quick. I'll make sure to check you out. For real. I'll make sure I get on there, because I'm be on Fortnite. I don't know if I'm gonna stream though, because that's the thing. I don't want it to. I thought about making a separate channel for streaming, but I don't want to, you know, go through all that work. Let me see what else is on here. Hey, I don't really miss your videos because you have so much info on music. That's why you always see me coming in videos. But I really appreciate that, Tyler. I know, like, when I see your name, and it's you and you and a lot of other people who I just be like, man, y'all really been there for a long time. Like, I remember, like, these live streams helped me get to know y'all more, and I respond to all the comments. So when I see people over and over again, it's like, okay, I remember you, I remember you, I remember you, I remember you. And it's like, there's a girl named Cecilia who watches all my videos and leaves comments, and I've never met her. And it's like, I'd be, hey, thank you, Cecilia. Oh yeah, this, and I know some of her story all through the comments, getting to know people. Realize that a supercomputer is only but so super. Yes, that's true. So where the sounds coming from your speakers? Yeah, the sounds coming from my speakers. It was originally it was being recorded, not today, but when I first tried this new setup, it was being recorded. Everything was going through my audio interface, but now it's just coming from the speakers and going into the microphone I have on my camera. So I have to have the audio turned all the way up to do that. But yeah, and is Serato sample worth $100? Yes, I should try. You know what? I might try and do a sample real quick. Yeah, the keyboard right here. Like, they have a function in here now that I love about it, where I can just sit up here and play the drums on. You can even arrange in here, but sit up here and just go through. Sorry, I have my octaves moved all the way over for some reason, but that's why on some of my videos you see me use this, some of my videos you see me use this, and that's why the Maschine Jam isn't up there, because I don't have enough space right now. But in a few months I will have a completely different setup, so be on the lookout for that. Let me see what else. I respect you a lot, bro. You a simple dude, even though that's looked at as corny to some. The way you present is so effortless, yet genuine and incredibly insightful. Yeah, man, I really do appreciate that. I try to just be who I am. Like, this is really who I am. Like, I don't go to parties, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that. If I'm out of town, like working, I want to go to a studio. I don't be trying to go to the clubs. I mean, my thing is I want to go to a restaurant in every city. I want to get the best pizza in every city. And then outside of that, I want to go to the studios, take photos, go to the movie theaters and all that stuff. Just experience stuff like that. That's my thing. I don't be into all that partying and all that stuff. I'm like, nah, y'all can have that. Oh, y'all going to a party? Let me go to the studio. Let me see. Do you have all your drums in the same group or separate? Yeah, I put all my drums in one group. That's how I'm able to keep my drum patterns like loaded up. Like, if you see what I'm scrolling through now, all of these are different drum patterns that I made in different groups. Like, I name them after different beats. Like, this one right here is an Isley Brothers sample beat I made, and I made the drums to match it. Like, or maybe I want something more of a trappy feel. I just click this. What's up, Money Nicks Beats? Is flying scary? Nah, flying isn't scary. Or if I wanted that little dancey type feel, I'll just throw something like, you know what I'm saying? Just something different. And the beauty of that is you can always find a drum. Like, if you can't think of nothing or you don't want to, like, or if you just got them, if you just somewhere, like, let's say you in the studio and you just met an artist or something, they like, yo, I only had 30 minutes. And you like, 30 minutes? All right, let me try and make something real quick. Just, man, start making the sounds. Or if you start with your drums, or go like that and then just have that stuff going. I'm about to read the rest of the comments with BK Banger. That's something I want to do. Like, I really did want to do a cooking show before, and you know, stuff like that. But I love pizza. I'm a pizza connoisseur. I had pizza today. I could eat pizza every single day. Pizza from every different place, man. Pizza is everything. Different types of pizza. It could be a healthy pizza. You know what I'm saying? Vegetarian pizza. However, it's pizza. I just like pizza. But let me go back to the comments. Let me see. I want to get one because I like the look, but I'm so hesitant on it. Still shopping around. Well, hey, man, you gotta make sure when you're ready to get it, because it's an investment. You know, all of this stuff is an investment. I know I'm blessed to be in a situation where Native Instruments were willing to let me get it and all that. So it's like I'm truly blessed to be in a situation where it's like, hey, I got this, I got that. But I know what it's like when you want something so bad. Like, that's how it was with the Elgato. Before I got the Elgato, I was sitting there like, do I really want to spend $200 on this thing that, you know, I might buy it and never use it? you know, I want to start a game. I want my channel to have gaming, music, movies, and all that stuff. But I'm like, am I really gonna do that? So I tried all the free stuff. It looked like crap. Like that really bothers me. Like, I'm big on quality. I hate stuff that look like crap because I feel like you guys support me. I need to get quality stuff, not the choppy videos, the skippy videos, all that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it. And then once I did it, I did the game. It was cool. But then once I did this, I was like, yo, this is my new thing. I don't need to do those beat making videos all the time. I could just hop in and do this, because this days that I'll sit down and make 7 beat making videos in one day and then throw it up, and then that'll just be it. Like, people be like, oh, what'd you do with this? Or asking questions, and I'll be like, I don't even remember. I just made the beat, threw it up. There you go. But this is something different. So it was an investment. You just got to get ready, get to that point. Like, I look at stuff like, if I think about this for the past 2 weeks, it's $200. You can make $200 on YouTube, you know, if with the AdSense and all that stuff, or, you know, and you can get the $200 back. It's not that huge of an investment, but at the same time, it's an investment. So it's like, if you think about it and you really see how it can grow into, like, or help you grow, I say just go for it. Like, if you just want a MIDI keyboard, or if you have like a MIDI keyboard that don't have all the functions on it and you want the functions, go for it. Let me go back. It's fine, scary. I respect that about you. Do you think your work ethic mentality now has to do with the build-up of your career, rough spots, financial issues, etc.? Yes and no. I think it's a mixture of the stuff I've gone through, and then also how I was raised, like, you know, with family, and having faith. And I'm not gonna pull religion into it, because I know people had a different views and stuff on religion. So it's like, the way I look at stuff is, I feel like I was really put here for, you know, a bigger purpose than to just be somebody who was working in the factory. No offense to anybody that's working in the factory, by the way. Like, it's just me, and I'm like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. Like, for real, I didn't know where my money was gonna come from. I didn't know where my money was gonna go. I ain't know nothing. It's just, this is what I love to do. I do it all day long, so let me just keep doing it. And I feel like if you believe in whatever it is that you believe in, like, okay, I believe in God, so I believe that if I'm praying for God to bless me with, let's just say $10 million, I'm not going to be able to just sit around and make like $10 million, like, keep praying about it and then get upset that it don't happen. It's like, no, you got to put in the work to get to that point. You get what I'm saying? You got to put in the work, $10 million worth of work. Like, if I want to have a YouTube empire, I can't just say, dear God, I want a YouTube empire. I want to use YouTube to start my platform. People know my brand more. Like, I'm gonna get some more t-shirts and everything, but I have to put in the work. Like, I got to do these videos. I got to invest in different things to help me grow, stuff that makes sense. I just can't sit back and be like, haha, I'm gonna put up a video once a week or once a month. Like, no, I'm trying to really turn this into a business, and then eventually bring other people on board for other things that I plan on doing in the future. And you know, like the financial stuff, like this music and entrepreneurship stuff is just, man, it's full of ups and downs. I'm not gonna make it seem like it's all good right now. Like, I mean, I'm grateful for everything. I'm not in the best position, but I'm not in, I know stuff could be 10 times worse. I'm not satisfied with where I'm at. I'm striving. Like, I got notes up here that's like, make hits only 2018. You know, stuff up here to remind myself to always be better. Sticky notes, like, are the drums banging? Because that's something that somebody told me I need to work on. My drums need to hit harder. But that's really a preference thing, because when you give some beats to some people, they'll say the drums are too loud. Some people say they're too soft. So that's really how different people's stuff. So I just say, you know, make everything hit. I have stuff up here like, find the artist, become the artist, become a monster. Like, get back to what I was. Like, that's how I was with the Dave Loaf thing. Like, how I met her was, I just wanted to work. I'm like, yo, you want to work? Here, let's work. And, you know, stuff like that. Like, you just got to keep things in mind. I write down my goals on the board over there and all that. See them every day. And you just got to set up, like, it's easy to make money. You just have to really sit down and plan how to make it and how to make enough of it. Like, if you want to make $10,000, break it down to, well, if you want to make an extra $10,000 a year, you need to make an extra $1,000, let's say $1,000 a month. So, yeah. Let me go back to these other comments, though, because I'm all over the place right now. But Isley Brothers are nice. I separate the hi-hats because when I quantize something else, it messes up the hi-hats. No, what you do is you hit events, and when you hit events, hit, if you just want to quantize your hi-hats, hit none, and then go to hi-hats, like whatever pad you have your hi-hats on, and then quantize it. So it will only do whatever you select at that point, because I can see how that can be confusing sometimes. Yeah, Nicki Minaj is a pizza fanatic. Hey, we all great people love pizza. No, I'm just playing. Man, I love food, man. Pizza, chicken, tacos, all that stuff. Do I like Kanye? Yeah, Kanye's dope. I haven't really listened to his newer stuff, honestly, but like Kanye, I always respect Kanye. Kanye made, like, you know, the college dropout, all that. I loved 808s and Heartbreak. I know a lot of people don't like it. I loved that album. And then he had Graduation. Like, that album was dope. Like, even though I was young still, I think I was, what was that when that came out? I don't even remember. I think I might have been a freshman in high school or something when that came out. Alright, let me see. Yeah, I plugged my I had to go buy a mini HDMI cord to go into my camera. It's a mini HDMI, like something like this. You buy something like this and then you plug your HDMI cord into there. You can go buy, I think it was like $20, $25. You plug it in, the HDMI down there, plug it into the camera or whatever. And then from there, you're good to go. Or to Elgato too, that's what I meant. I can tell as hard as it is, the smile on your face comes from the fact you doing what you love. Yeah, man, for real. That's what I feel like. That's what life is all about. Like, why do something you hate? I mean, I'm sure you can find a way to do something that you love and monetize, especially these days. Who's the best producer on YouTube? I don't really know how to answer that question. Honestly, I'd say me. It's like, no. I mean, I'm confident in myself, but I'm not like one of them. You know, I ain't one of the people that's making everything about me. But I don't really know how to answer. It's a lot of dope people out there. I don't really know who's my favorite, because I hate to say this, but I really don't be listening to other people's beats. I watch other producers' videos. Like, I watch Curtis King videos, stuff like that, you know, because they have information in them. I don't really just go listen to anybody's beats, but I do listen to projects and stuff for beats. Who's my favorite producer now of all time? Man, I always give Lex Luger his props, because that's who, to me, that's what changed the sound of music back like in 2010. That was the soundtrack to my life. I wanted to make trap beats when I was about to graduate high school. Now, that's one of my favorites. I'm not gonna say he's like, because I could say Justice League, I could say all them people, but who is my favorite of all time? I had an answer for that and I can't even remember, man. Think about like Stevie J or somebody like that. Stevie J had hits with the 90s Bad Boy and all that. Man, I can't figure it out. I really can't. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna make a video on that. Then you got like the legendary tracks. That's somebody who, like, I could listen to Adrenaline Rush from Twister to this day and it feel like I'm riding around in Chicago in the 90s. Like, for real. Like, I love that album. That's one of my favorite albums. So he's definitely one of my favorite producers. So it's just so much. Man, he has out here Payroll and Carlos, Big Bossin. Yeah, I heard it. I got this sign too when I was out there at the meet and greet. And I got songs with Payroll. They just not out. Like, that's what I was saying. When I have songs with people, it's like, man, I got songs with a lot of people. And Payroll is like my favorite. He's one of my favorite rappers, period. But he's definitely my top Detroit rapper to me. Like, it's just something about listening to it. It makes me just, you know, get in that mood to go get some money and, you know, keep working. But yes, I've heard Big Boss in Volume 2. It's dope. It's dope. Like, and one thing I noticed, and I'm gonna ask him this one day. I'm gonna ask him, like, do you make the second to last songs on your project? I don't know how to explain it, but those are always my favorite songs. Like, one of them was called Keep Pushing. The Game Did It To Me. That was on Big Boss in 1. He had another project called Sosa Dreams. it was Keep Pushing. And then on this one, it was called Deep. And those are like the second to last song on all those projects. And those are my favorite songs on the project. I don't know why. It's just those are like, it's just something about them. It's like, I'm not a street dude. I don't do none of that. I don't talk about, I don't act like I'm a street dude. None of that stuff. And it's like, I can still relate to some of that stuff. Man, I forgot about that song I did with Plaza, man. I appreciate that. They called me, like, I remember that. I was out and they're like, oh, we want the beat. And I'm like, okay, I'll send y'all some beats. And the thing is, when I hear them beats now, I'll be like, man, them beats is trash. Have I used GarageBand? A long time ago. I haven't really used it seriously. I delete that stuff when I get my own computers because they take up so much space. I delete iMovie. What else do I delete? iMovie and GarageBand. Little stuff like that I'll be deleting if I can. I definitely delete them off my phone. It look like I'm out of focus. But I don't know. Adrenaline Rush. Where you saying Southside is one of the top producers? Southside is dope. Like that whole 808 Mafia camp is dope. Like they definitely control the way Metro, all of them. Zaytoven. You know, I met him. Shout out to him. You know, I give him his props too, cause him and Gucci was like that. Man, they were before the Lex Luger. Like I say, 9th to 11th grade was all Gucci and Zay, and that whole, you know, Gucci was dropping mixtape. He had stuff with Shorty Red, all them dudes, and you got Jeezy. Jeezy had Shorty Red and stuff. So it's like I can't really say who's my favorite because there's so many producers that I like. You know. It's just everything, like it all factors into different pieces of my life to the point where I'm like that like it always takes me back, and that's like if something takes me back to a certain point, it's dope. That Sell Soul track 1, my tag wasn't on there for some reason, but yeah, I had a situation with that beat where I actually sold that beat to somebody else for $600. Now it's crazy to think. Now this is before the Days Loaf thing had really popped off. Like Try Me was just going on in the city, and this dude was like, he wants some beats from me, and I told him like, I'll give you 2 beats for $600. Dude was like, all right. And he came to pick up that beat, and man, he called me after that mixtape came up because I didn't know she was using it, and I'm like, look, I'll just give you another beat, man. I felt bad, but still, it's just like, it's crazy. That's my favorite project that she put out. Actually, it's not because that I had a lot of production on it. It's just that for one, it takes me back to the time where I was struggling with a lot, whether it was finances or trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life and all that. I mean, I knew I wanted to do music, so I just kept on working, and then it just happened. And we were out in New York and everything when it released. I went to the Breakfast Club with her. You know, went to the shows, all the celebrities came up there, and I'm like, oh, this is what my life about to be like, you know. But it's like I don't really like the clubs and stuff. Like I like one thing I want to do is concert photography, but for me just to go to a concert and listen, it has to be something that I really like. Like I think literally the only concerts I ever paid for was a Rick Ross concert and the Bad Boy reunion tour. That's all. Those are the only concerts I ever paid for. What inspired me to make You Mean Hennessy? I had an Aaliyah sample that I flipped. Well, not flipped. I'm gonna say I just reversed the sample, slowed it down, turned the pitch down, added a couple drums. It was just something like. It was something real simple like that, and then I sent it to her, and then she recorded to it, and that's just how it happened. I'm an Aaliyah fan. I love Aaliyah. Unfortunately, she passed away on my birthday, but, you know, I love Aaliyah. She's from Detroit, too, so, you know, got that little connection, but, you know, Aaliyah's one of my favorites. No, Days Loaf wasn't my first rap show I went to. It was the first rap show that I was, like, backstage. Like, I was there seeing people, like, Remy Ma had just got out of jail at that time. She did the remix. Who else was up there? It was just a bunch of people up there, and it was just a, you know, good experience. Like when you did something like, it's like I produced this beat that all these people rap to, that they coming on stage performing their remixes right here in front of me. These people that's been rapping for a long time, new people, and it's just one of them experiences. But let me go back and see real quick in case I skipped over some of these. I gotta be a street dude to relate. Sometimes Jeezy first album was a huge influence. I never picked up a brick in my life. Yeah, Jeezy first album was definitely inspiring. For real, for real. Yeah, Leah is from Detroit, man, and like I said, she died on my birthday. So every time it's my birthday, I'll be sitting up there like, dang, man. And to think about it, I think she was only 21 when she died. She wasn't that old. Like, I even think about that. Like, that's another reason why I be working hard. Like, you got somebody like Tupac. He died at 25. That dude has so much music, movies, all that stuff. And I'm like, man, if I want to be remembered after all this stuff is said and done, I got to keep working. Like, no matter what. That's why I could do 800 beats. You know, you see me playing the video game, but I'm up here, make sure I get some time to work, you know. All that. Like, I got to do the work. But yeah, man, she died on my birthday. I'll never forget that. That was crazy. And I'm like, that's one person that I would love to have worked with, like, for real, is Aaliyah. And whether it's, I don't even know, like, if I had some unreleased music or something like that, like, I want to hear more of her music. It's crazy. So you just send a beat to an artist, or is there more to it than that? I mean, depending on who the artist is, like Dej Loaf, I can send beats to her. Now, if I want to work with Drake or somebody like that, I have to find out how to get to Drake's people and all that stuff. And you got this levels to everything unless you just bump into people in the studio. That's probably the best way. If you're trying to get to the major people, is you got to find a way to get in the studio with them. Do I still read? Yes, I do. I have. Halfway through Curtis King's book, Fortnite slowed me down. Prior to that, I read this book. I mean, I read this in probably about an hour and a half, but it's a good book. Hip hop, well, for the hip hop community, basically, like, you know, urban, you know, how to make money. Like, I'm into stocks and all that. They talk about all that stuff in there, different ways to make money grow. I like to read people's perspectives on that, and I have a whole library of stuff I got to continue to read. But yeah, I love reading still. It's like having a conversation with somebody that's made it. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to end this live stream. I really do appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. This is what I'm saying. I really would enjoy to do this more often. Hang on, let me read this. I got the privilege to meet Aaliyah when she was doing a signing meet and greet for Romeo Must Die soundtrack. That's dope, man. See, I wish I'd have had the opportunity to meet her when she died. She died in 2001, so I was 9 years old. I was 9 years old when she died, so I ain't get the opportunity to meet her. But it was like, I remember my mom listening to her music, you know, when I was a kid. You know, we used to be riding around listening to Back and Forth and all that stuff. And then as I got older, I started doing my own research, and then she had One in a Million and all that stuff. Like, she had a nice body of work for that little amount of time. And it's like, man, when she died, it was just like, yo, she died. I'm gonna buy his book tonight. Highly recommend. Producer, read the Beat Game. Yeah, definitely check out the Beat Game. Good sample vocal from a new blues artist. She dropping a single Friday. Hey, I'll check her out. Let me screenshot that. I'll definitely check her out, because I'm definitely looking for more people to work with. So I'll make sure I screenshot on both computers. And thank you again, Nathan Cruz. I really do appreciate the donation, man. For real, for real. Like, I really, really appreciate it, man. For real. Because without people like you supporting, it becomes like, what do we do this? I mean, not saying that we do it for money, but I'm saying, like, it shows that people really care about what we doing. Like, it shows like you really enjoyed, like, you reaching into your pocket and got your money that you worked hard for and stuff to donate to me. You know, it just shows you donating to the art, and I really do appreciate that, because that shows that, dude, in this world where people don't want to pay for nothing, it's like the fact that you donating to me making beats is just amazing to me, and I really do appreciate it. And I'll be seeing the same thing, like, not even with music. I see people who get on their live streams and just talk. People donate to people who play video games, people be drawing, people paint, and I'm like, this is beautiful that there's people like, I'm grateful for YouTube for having a platform where people can just do what you do and people support you. Like, dude, this I be trying to tell people, man. I be like, just get on YouTube, man, because you can really grow your brand. There's people out there that care about what you want to do. Like, I guarantee you, if I got some type of way that I can just sit here and read these books on a live stream, I'll probably have people donate, like, oh, it's this week we're reading this book, and every night at this time I'm gonna sit here and just read. And it's like, you find people that supports what you do, man. It's crazy. Man, if you can, you please drop a retweet on her last post about the single, just spreading the love, man. Alright, I'll definitely do that for you, man. Definitely. I'm gonna look her up and then I'm gonna retweet it. How do you copyright your beats before releasing it on YouTube? That's an interesting topic, because yes and no. Some of my beats have been copywritten. I only copyright my beats every so often. I don't do them all, like, that'll cost too much. So some of the beats on there are, yes, they're registered. Some of them, no, but at the same time, you still have your rights, so don't let that stop you. You shouldn't. People don't copyright their stuff like that because it gets costly to copyright. Like, it just gets costly, so I'll be spending a whole bunch of money. So some of my stuff, yes, it is copywritten, and some of it is not. I'll put it like that. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for this stream. I may not be able to do a stream tomorrow night. I'll probably do one midday. Me either making beats. I know I'll do a gaming one sometime tomorrow. I thought about doing one tonight, but it's kind of late. I'm not even going to do all that tonight. I'm going to probably hop on and play. Excuse me. And I'm going to watch Chris Rock's new stand-up and call it a night. I was going to make another beat, but I ain't going to force it tonight. So I'll be back on tomorrow. New video dropped at midnight. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Again, Nathan Cruz, I appreciate it. And yeah, y'all, I will be back. I appreciate every last one of y'all for tuning in. Take care.